everyone, and welcome back to Tales of Vesperia. Let's jump right back into the game. This is the save file we're using. There weren't any videos yesterday, which you may or may have not noticed. I've actually had, like, a crazy amount of busy these past 2 weeks, and it's been really hard to keep up with recordings. But thankfully, I'm gonna get a bit of a weekend off. I actually do have to work this weekend, but I only have to work like 6 hours on Saturday, I think, and that's it. But Friday, one of my classes isn't meeting, so I only have to go in for one class, then I get to come back home because I commute. So I have basically all of Friday because that one class is at 10 a.m. to 10:50. So pretty much all of Friday. Saturday I work morning shift like 7 to 1:30. Is that's 6 hours? Yeah, that's 6.5 hours. And then I'll have the rest of my Saturday to myself, and then I'll have pretty much all of my Sunday to myself. So I'm going to try and really catch up on recording stuff. But today we're making our way over here to this giant tree that is apparently dead and has ruined the barrier Blastia. It's huge up close. That's what she said. I'm sorry, I had to do it. I'm sorry, I know it's a bad joke. It had to be done. The tree's flowers should blossom any day now. If I didn't do it, the commenters would. Yeah, I wish I could see it in bloom. I know how you feel. There's something about the image of a tall tree, vibrant with blossoms and protecting the city, that's so romantic. Naturally. You know, I'm going to stay here and help heal the injured. If you're going to heal something, maybe you could heal the barrier itself. What do you mean? When monsters come again, more people are gonna get hurt. Those kids we just saw could be among them. That's true, but I have no idea how I could heal the barrier. What you need to heal is this tree. It wouldn't be in this condition just because some monsters attacked it. Very observant of Yuri here. You think there's some other reason? Of course, we're in a JRPG. It's never that. It's always got some kind of complex backstory to it. It's never as simple as, oh, it got attacked by some monsters. I think there's gotta be. What are the two of you doing over here? We're trying to figure out why the tree has withered like this. I don't know if you'll make much progress on that one. That night, Flynn couldn't figure out the reason either. Oh, Karol! Karol, we need your help. He's still, like, depressed? What are you talking about? It seems these two are trying to figure out the reason the tree's withered, so... Oh, is that all? What do you mean, is that all? I know the reason. It's why I was in the forest looking for the egg bear. Huh? What are you talking about? Look closely at the ground. Notice the strange color? That color is where the ground absorbed the blood of monsters who attacked the town. Ah, I see. That blood has been poisoning Halur's tree. Sure, we'll assume that makes sense. What? The monster blood? I had no idea. Am I recording? Yeah, I am recording. Good. Karol, you really know your stuff, don't you? It was nothing. Is there anything we can do to get rid of the poison? I know a way, but, well, no one believes me. Come on, try us. I think we'd be able to do it if we had a Panacea bottle. Are you kidding? This is like the most uncomplex of all solutions. Maybe we can get one in the general store. Let's go, Yuri. There's no way it's as easy as just, yeah, pour a single Panacea bottle on the ground. Problem solved. By the way, people told me how to pronounce the dog's name. It's apparently Repede is how you say it. It's basically the way they're saying rapido, but I guess Japanese accent makes them sound out an O at the end of the sentence. Or the end of the name, I mean, even though there isn't one. So it should just be pronounced Rapide, I think is how it is. So kind of like rapid, but with the I makes an E sound. The Tree of Halur. I can't wait until the tree's blossoms are in full bloom. They'll be fantastic. I bet there's a flood of petals big enough to just sweep you away. All those petals dancing in the breeze. It'd be like a dream. I wonder how they deal with all their houses getting buried in flowers every year. That's gotta be a pain to clean up. Dude, seriously. You really take the fun out of things, Yuri. Just being practical. These are the things you gotta worry about. There's no way this pour a Panacea bottle on the ground strategy is going to work. I refuse to believe. Also, the general store probably just doesn't have one. Where is the general store is my next question. Is that it right there? I hope. Hey, are you a general store? Yeah, Regulus. Howdy, welcome to the store. What can I get for you today? Do you have Panacea bottles? Unfortunately, we're sold out at the moment. What a shocker. But how can that be? But you know, if I had the right ingredients, I'd be able to fix some up for you. What would you need to make it? I'd need 3 ingredients, an egg bear claw, a nia fruit, and a Luluria petal. Seems pretty complicated. But why do you need a Panacea bottle so badly? A kid came by the other day asking about the same exact thing. We want to heal Halur's tree. What's that? I've never heard of using a Panacea bottle on a tree before. Yeah. What sort of thing is this nia fruit you mentioned? That would be that bitter fruit you said was so delicious back in the woods. So what's an egg bear, then? It's a bear that is also an egg. Sorry, I can't help you there. Monsters are beyond my expertise. If a member of the Hunting Blades were here, they might be able to tell you. They make their living hunting monsters. So we go ask Karol again. So that's why he was in the forest. What can you tell us about the Luluria petal? You know the tree in the middle of town, right? It's a petal from that tree. When you say tree in the middle of town, do you mean the giant massive tree? Or like, is there another tree? Normally we use magic resin, but there isn't any around these parts at all. But the tree is all withered. I believe the mayor has some Luluria petals. You might try asking him. Gotcha. We'll come back when we've gotten the ingredients together. Alright, it seems like the only thing that's actually going to be difficult is finding and killing an egg bear. Come on, Karol. We're going back to the Kuya Woods. Still know how to pronounce that. What do you mean? Remember? Prepare to die, egg bear. You mean you believe what I said about the Panacea bottle? Were you lying? Well then, we'll have to go with what you've told us. Alright, I'll help you out just this once. I'm a very busy person, you know. It's settled then. The 3 of us will restore the barrier together. And rub it in Flynn's face. You're coming too, Estelle. Well, of course I am. She is the healer of the group. She goes wherever the character I'm controlling goes. And at the moment, that's Yuri, and probably will be for the rest of the game. What about waiting for Flynn? Wasn't it you who said if you're going to heal something, it should be the tree? We'll just have to fix the tree before he gets back. Can't wait to see the look on his face. Karol joined the party once again. Awesome, back up to a 4-man party. Maps! Estelle, what are you looking at? It's a map of the area around here. Oh, let me see. Hey, this is almost completely blank. What a shock. You can't call this a map. Really? You should try a surveyor's guild, like the World's Cellar. Their maps are really amazing. All the top guild members have one. So then, naturally you've got a copy, right, Karol? Let's see it. Well, you see, once you get as good as I am, you don't need to use a map anymore. He's at the bottom of the ladder. Oh, that's too bad. I really wanted to see it. Yeah, Karol is, he's probably like a new recruit or something. He's a newbie. Let's go back to the woods. We'll take care of the egg bear first and get the fruit we need, and then we'll go talk to the mayor about getting the petal. Let's go, you stupid bee. You stand no chance. I have a full party now. There's no stopping me. You think that you can beat this dog? Look at this dog. Repede is unstoppable. Stop blocking my server strikes. There we go. Get out of here. I said get out of here. Thank you. I love Server Strike. It's so good. This thing is still alive. There we go. Easy 88 experience. Nice and level up. Moving up in the world. What level are we at now? We aren't really having level 10. All right. Yuri is the highest level, of course. Repede and Karol are both 8, and then Estelle is 9. Not bad. We aren't having any trouble with any fights so far, so I assume our level is fine as is. We haven't really had any boss fights, though, since Ziga. Or was it Zagi? I can't remember if it's Zagi or Ziga. The crazy guy that looks like an Elite Four member. Hey, I've been wondering, how come you guys, and Repede too, I guess, all have Blastia? Aren't body Blastia pretty rare? I didn't think many people had them. Yes, well, you see, we're main characters. You have one too, though. I belong to a guild. Sometimes we get a chance to get one. And Ruin's Gate keep finding more. That's a guild that excavates Blastia. Huh, there are even guilds that dig up Blastia from ruins? If there weren't, then the Empire would control all the Blastia. Normal folks wouldn't get any. The Empire regulates the ancient Blastia artifacts due to their potential danger. I think that makes sense. If Blastia weren't regulated, anyone could use dangerous magic. But they've way overboard. They've gone way overboard is what that's supposed to say. Keep in mind this is a fan translation that's changed this from Japanese to English, so there could be some mistakes here and there. You know, they did amazing work on getting this to exist at all. This is something that normally wouldn't happen. So I'm not gonna hold a couple of missed words or misspellings over them very much. But they've gone way overboard. They have a monopoly. I don't know about... So anyway, what's your story? How'd you get yours? So is there only one government in this, or like one country/government in the Vesperia universe? Because in most Tales series, there's more than one, and that's one of the driving points, usually conflict between those. But so far, it seems like all we've heard about is the Empire. It's the only one that exists. Because in Abyss, you had Malkuth and Kimlaska. In Zilia, you had Azul and Riza Maxia, and then later on, Olympios. What are some other ones? Graces, I can't remember the names of them all, but it had 3 different ones, all of them having their own Vulcanus Creus. I had to say the word Vulcanus Creus to show that I could remember some of the terms from Tales of Graces. I just can't remember the names of the cities. Or the countries, I mean. Berseria only had one government, and as did Zestiria. No, Zestiria had 2, I think. But they weren't that focused on. Like, there was the one that Alicia was a part of, and then there was the one that there was the other one that I can't remember who was in charge of it. But there were 2 in Zestiria, I think. They just didn't play a very big role. And then there's only 1 in Berseria, I'm pretty sure. There are 2 in Zilia, 3 once you get further on in the game. Graces had 3 from the start. Abyss had 2. Symphonia had 2 because it had 2 different worlds, not just 2 different governments. So, each world had its own government. So, yeah. It'd be kind of, other than Berseria, I think this might be the only Tales game I played, assuming that there isn't another country or empire later on, that only has one central government on, like, one spread out within the world or one continent, however it goes. But I've rambled enough. Let's continue. So, anyway, what's your story? How'd you get yours? I used to be in the Imperial Knights. This was a going-away present. Repede got his as a keepsake of his old owner. A going-away present? Sounds more like you stole it to me. Well, I mean, like, why get into the details? So what about you, Estelle? I got mine from, Look at her. She's a noble. They all have these. Once again, Yuri, removes the situation in which Estelle can say she's the princess. I knew you were a noble. Well, at least one of you has some class. Yeah, let's go get that Nia fruit. Alright then, getting to know Repede. Do you mind if I scratch behind your ears? Japanese silence. Don't do it, he's getting angry. Oh, I'm sorry. I guess it's still too soon for me to pet you. Let's start over by getting to know each other a little better. You have to speak to him in, like, full Japanese. Yeah, look at that Japanese silence right there. You gotta mimic it. So then, my name is Estelle. You knew that already, right? Not Japanese running away right there. Repede? Introducing yourself to an invisible friend? Oh, I won't give up. Repede. You continue to be one of the best characters. I was about to say the Zillion cast. It's because I was talking about all of them earlier. Okay, you gotta stop spamming. I was told that Repede will, like, spam TP constantly in combat, so if you're not careful, he'll eat up all your orange gels. So I'm not going to let him just use them all the time. Every now and then I'll let him get away with one, but I'm not going to let him constantly... No, stop doing that, Repede. I should probably just find a way to set it to where he doesn't try and use items, period. But I don't want to do that just yet, plus I'm lazy. But yeah, Vesperia's cast, which was one of the main selling, whenever I hear someone, like I rambled too much. Like I mentioned a lot earlier in the series, whenever I see people talking about, or I ask people about their favorite Tales games, one of the #1 games to come up as their favorite is Tales of Vesperia, and most people who don't have it as their favorite will have it like in their top 3 or at least top 5. Granted, some of those people have only played like 7 of the games, like myself. This is only my 8th, I believe. But anyways, so Vesperia is a very well-liked Tales game, and one of the main selling points of it has, from my knowledge, is the cast, which is also what I would probably consider the most important part of a Tales series, would more than likely be the Tales cast. Can I go through here? No? Okay. Maybe not now, maybe later. But the Vesperia cast is looking to be pretty good so far. I'm not a huge fan of Karol. I don't really hate Karol right now, but I don't really like Karol. I could, like, take him or leave him, but Repede is awesome, just his existence alone. Yuri is really cool. He's your standard cool guy character, you know what I mean? Okay, that thing got invincibility frames or something there. So I definitely really like Yuri so far as the main character. And, Estelle's pretty cool, too. You know, your kind of typical naive princess girl, whatnot. Hasn't been out in the real world very much. But, you know, it's okay to... Karol and Repede. It's okay to have those, like, typical stereotype, like, you know, oh, this is a noble girl, she was not let out. And then Yuri is like, oh, this is the cool rogue who's, like, just really awesome and doesn't take crap or anything. It's cool to have those, like, stereotypical personalities so long as you use them in good ways and inventive ways. It doesn't, I'm not necessarily of the mind. I know some people are of the mind like, it's just the same kind of character all over again. It just depends on how the character is used. The archetype is fine so long as it's used well. Karol and Repede. What's the matter, Repede? Japanese growling. Why are you mad? Hold on, you don't want to eat me, do you? Do it, Repede, do it. Help me, Yuri! Something the matter, Karol? It's nothing. Talk about mood swings. I don't know where I'm going, by the way. But yeah, so basically that was my really poorly worded spiel about character archetypes that are sometimes seen as sort of stereotypical aren't necessarily bad in my eyes, so long as they're done well. There's a reason that those character types have become stereotypical and whatnot. It's because they're good character types, typically. You know, depending on your taste. Nice and level up. There's a save point. This is where it was. Yeah, okay, cool. Next up is the egg bear claw. Are we going to walk around the woods and look for an egg bear? No, we'll never find one that way. Yeah? What do we do then? Hand me a Nia fruit, would you? I'm going to use it to lure out the egg bear. Oh yeah, let's do it. The egg bear has very unusual tastes, you see. Why is that chest there unopened? Did I not open that the first time I was through? What is he doing? Jeez, you smell horrible. Me? The smell isn't coming from me. It's definitely coming from you, dude. Stop this. Stop this right now. Please tell us when you're going to do something like that. Repede is dying. No, save him. Everyone keep a lookout. An egg bear could come out any time now. And they're famous for their terrible ferocity. So then, Captain Karol, I'm assuming that you're going to lead the charge against the terribly ferocious monster. Of course, but I could use a hand from you, Yuri. I'll help too. Oh, and Repede also. Yeah, Repede is dead. Oh, never mind. He's been revived. Well then, how about we have a bit of a walk around the forest? Yeah, stay away from Karol, though. Wait a minute, that chest. Oh, hey, Nia fruit. Nice. A Nia fruit. Here, wait a minute, where's that? Whoa. What the heck is that back there? That thing is massive. I want to fight it. Oh. You cannot carry any more of the following. Okay, whatever. That looks exactly like one of the elite enemies from Tales of Xillia. I wonder if this one was taken, or if this one was taken from this game to, and then put into Xillia, because it looks really familiar. All right, whatever.